Welcome back to Quite Frankly. Stephen A. Smith in the house with the one and only Shaquille O'Neal. And we heard you right there telling the fans in Miami, we will be back here next year. That sounded like a guarantee to me. Were you guaranteeing another NBA World Championship?
Okay, and?
I'm just asking you.
What'd I say?
You sounded like that's what you did.
Well, I ain't got to say it twice if you saw it on the tape. Tape don't lie.
All right, I just want to make sure that how comfortable are you feeling about that, considering the fact it's the same team. You won the World Championship, no question about that. D-Wade signed his extension. You know they had to do that. That's common sense. Lonzo Mourning is coming back. GP, Gary Payton's coming back. Seems like the team is remaining intact. How you feeling about this? How you feeling about your team?
You heard the tape.
Come on, man. We on TV, man.
Man, you heard the tape, man. I got to say it again?
Yes. I want to make sure. I want to make sure you don't come back with some, autobiography saying I didn't say it. I was misquoted.
Oh, I never say I never said it.
I know you don't do that.
When I say it, I say it.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're confident,
young man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Even though I'm older than you, that's all right. But go ahead.
I feel we can do it again, and I feel we will do it again. Yes.
Got some questions though. Just looking at the team, I know that you got talent, but
you know what?
Yes, sir.
I know what you get ready to say.
Go ahead. What am I going to say, Shaq?
You get ready to talk about the age. But you know what, Mr. Expert Man? Show me a young team that hasn't won a championship in the last 6 years. A young team.
Well, first of all, that's not a fair question.
Show me a young team.
I'm giving an answer.
No, a young team.
I'm giving an answer, Shaq.
In the last 6 years, you showed me a young, flying, run up the court team.
You're neglecting to tell people a very important stat. You've been in 4 of the last 6 finals.
My point exactly.
I'm 5 of the last 7, rather than you won 4 of them.
So you can't.
So it could be a young team with you in the middle dominating.
Don't talk to me about age.
Okay.
Age.
What about speed?
Listen. I'm like wine, baby. I'm like wine. You figure out the rest, player. You figure out the rest.
What about the Dallas Mavericks?
What about them? What about them?
Team looked like they had your number those first 2 games.
Had.
That's right.
H-A-D.
Okay.
And I had my shoes before I left home, too. Now I got them. So there's nothing. Had.
All right.
Yeah, had.
What about the San Antonio Spurs? What if they end up getting there with Tim Duncan?
What about them? What about him?
What about him? What about him? What about Amari Stoudemire if he comes back healthy?
Amari cold.
Oh, he's cold.
But what about him? He cold.
All right. Yeah, let me throw this at you.
Listen, man. Go ahead.
Can I? Can I? Thank you.
Listen, you can say Kareem, we'll throw anybody at me. What about him?
What about him?
Yeah, what about him? What about you?
What about me?
Yeah.
I can't shine your shoes on a basketball court. I know better than that. I stick to writing and hosting. I know better than that. Even though I can writing and hosting a television show.
I thought you said writing and hosting. I'm like, what the hell is hosting?
Even though some would argue that my jump shot is better than most, but I won't go there. I'll move forward with that. Right. I'm thinking about Amari Stoudemire, Steve Nash, and those guys. And the reason I bring that up is because if they were a team that would have ended up facing y'all, they run a lot. You don't run that much anymore, they say.
And don't talk to me about ifs. Okay? I don't want to hear about ifs.
Okay.
Because if I was light-skinned, I'd be a model.
Why can't you be dark-skinned and be a model?
Well, I don't want to be a model.
And?
I want to be ugly like I am now.
No. Oh, there you go. There you go.
See?
There you go. Benny Wallace.
Bennett, who is that?
Ben Wallace.
Oh, Bennett Wallace.
I said Benny Wallace. I said Ben Wallace, Benny Wallace.
Yeah.
He's in Chicago now.
Okay.
A lot of people look at them and they say, hey, they've elevated to number 2 in the East behind the Miami Heat. Gave you a tough matchup in the playoffs. Gave you a tough matchup without Ben Wallace. There you go, man.
What happened?
What? Who? What?
Yeah.
What? You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen, I don't, a lot of people can come and say what they're going to do, but unless you get it done, it doesn't matter. So I'm not really concerned with what other teams are doing. I just know what we have to do. We have the formula. We have the know-how. And if we do that, then I'll be back here next year talking about what we did today. So, but, all that other stuff and if and what if, and I don't want to hear that, man. I want to hear it.
How are you feeling, man? I mean, I know, like you said, you're getting older. You said you acknowledge that you might have lost a step here and there, whatever, but for the most part, you're cool, you're intact. How are you feeling when you think about the legacy of Shaquille O'Neal as the career begins to wind down? How much longer can we expect to see Shaquille O'Neal around? Well,
I think I got 4 years left, so I will do my 4 years, and then after that, we'll just have to evaluate my situation. I'm not really sure. I have a lot of things to fall back on. As you know, I'm a very educated individual.
Yes.
Yes. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but you know, if I can't, you know, be me while I'm out there playing, then you know, it's you know, time for me to do something else. You know, that moment of retirement comes for every great big man. It happened to Ewan when I first was young and played against him. Happened to Mr. Robinson. Happened to Kareem. Happened to Wilt. So it happens. You know, it's called life. But when I sit down with my 3 sons and we open the book, you're going to see my name all in the book.
No question.
And hopefully I have 4, 5, 6 championships. Am I getting old? I'm getting slow? Yeah, of course. But still nobody that can does it like I does it. You like that? Does it like I does it.
I like it. I like it. I do like it. And when you mention those names, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbars, the Patrick Ewans, the Bill Russells, you know, all of those guys. I mean, where do you feel you fall? Wilt Chamberlain, of course. Where do you feel you fall in the upper echelon of those big names?
That's not really for me to decide. You know, I just hope that when the so-called experts speak of my name, that it's up there somewhere. Because when I'm sitting talking to my children, I'm the man. But to somebody in the audience, I might not be the man. But, you know, so that's not really for me to decide. It's just that when I came in, I wanted to create a legacy and just go with that. And I wanted to win championships and, you know, just wanted to be young, have fun.
Do you feel like you've reached your potential? You've maximized everything that you've got inside of you?
My personal goals, no. I need 6. I need to be second or third on the scoring list. I need to shoot 95% from the free throw line.
Well, that's not going to... Yeah. But, I'm like, come on now.
That ain't going to happen. But, no, just, you know, I need to, you know, just do more. And, you know, every day when I play, I, you know, create some type of history. So I'm going to just, you know, keep playing. I'm not, you know, the day I stopped wanting to be the leading scorer in the league was the day I started winning. You know, you just have to be smart. So, you know, if it calls for me tonight to get 30 or 40, I would do that. But most teams are still going to double and triple, and I just got to, you know, I have to be out there, you know, to get other guys shots. And, you know, as long as I'm out there doing my thing, the other guys will get shots, and then we can win.
What about the people who've been critical of you, like the Rick Barrys of the world, Hall of Famers, excelled in the NBA, talked about trying to get you to shoot free throws underhanded? Rick
Barry hasn't done what I do, so Rick Barry's resume is not good enough to even come into my office to be qualified for a job. He's a Hall of Famer, but he ain't done what I've done, so I'm not listening to that.
I got you.
Listen, I will shoot negative 30% before I shoot underhand. I promise you that. For real. So I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Hey, you know, but see, you know, you have to understand that I've never been a shooter. I'm a prolific MF scorer.
MF?
Most frequently.
No.
So I just, you know, I just try to hit them when I need to hit them. Because, you know, I'm going to give you an example, and I don't want people to take this the wrong way.
Okay.
You know, people always talk about percentages. What percentage does Dirk Nowitzki shoot?
What is it, like 88, 89%, I think.
So in most colleges and high schools, that's B, A.
Yes.
Right. So how many crucial ones did he miss?
He missed a few crucial ones, no question about it.
So I don't want to hit nothing about percentages. If you don't hit them when you need to hit them, it don't matter. Hey, I shoot 20%, but I got 4 rings, so. Right?
Okay.
Right?
Okay. The legacy of Shaquille O'Neal, knowing you the way that I do, so many people, they hear about you alluding to basketball, and it's not the be-all and end-all. You're also a businessman as well. But I want to talk about what you think the legacy of, what you want the legacy of Shaquille O'Neal to be, because you seem to be paying attention to that more so than anything else right now. Not just winning titles, but really, you know, stamping your signature.
One, you talking about on the court or off the court?
Both. Everything. Okay.
Off the court. Stand-up, classy guy, funny guy, a people person.
Got those down, Pat.
Listen to his parents and never been in trouble. And I'm a cop. I'll lock your up, boy. I'll lock you up. Okay. On the court, dominant, mean, team player, leader, and winner. That's it.
Simple as that. Although we might not like to think of